we will discuss about the concept nature of roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a comma b comma c are any real numbers, comma a not equal to 0. How the roots will be? Look at. Suppose if you solve the roots, you will get root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is root d, that is called discriminant. So d is nothing but it is called discriminant. The quantity is called discriminant. Look at here. So here a, b, c are real numbers. So this is real number. If b is real number, minus b is real number, and then this 2 is real number, a is real number. This is real number, number 1. Suppose while solving, if you got this value b square minus 4ac greater than 0. This is greater than 0. Let us say this is greater than 0. Then this root of positive one will become real number. So roots will be real and distinct. Huh? Wait for 1 minute. Look at. Okay, right. Look at. Nature of roots of this equation. Roots are nothing but this minus b plus or minus root of d divided by 2a. This, if d, this under root 1 is positive, means this is real number, this root will be real number, and this 2a will be real number. So roots are in that case plus 1 root minus 1 root. That means roots are real and distinct. ఏంటమ్మా రుత్విక్, roots are real and distinct. Suppose next, suppose if this is becoming 0, that means if discriminant is 0, then this will be 0, only one root will be there. But this is quadratic equation. In this case, roots are real and equal. Real and equal to minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a. That means roots will be like repeated root will be there. Roots will be repeated. That means alpha comma alpha. Both roots will be equal and each root will be equal to minus b by 2a. In this case, both roots will be minus b by 2a. Suppose if under root 1 is negative, then this will become negative, means root of negative quantity is what? Imaginary number. Then roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary or complex numbers, which are not real numbers, are called complex numbers. In this case, if one root is like, look at, if x plus iy is one root, then in this case x minus iy will be another root, will be another root. So look at here. Suppose if here I is imaginary number. I means root of -1. Suppose take an example here. X square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. Suppose this is the equation. You are solving here -1 plus or minus root of 1 minus 4. That means -3 divided by 2. So this is nothing but this is root of -1 into root 3. Root of -1 is imaginary number. -1 plus or minus I root 3 by 2. -1 plus or minus I root 3 by 2. If you look at one root, -1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. If you look at another root, -1 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. So if this is x plus iy, then just difference is what? Only minus difference. If x plus iy is one root, then x minus iy will be another root. If one root is given, then another root you can write easily, x minus iy. These are called conjugate complex numbers. This +1 and -1, these complex roots are called conjugate complex numbers. You will get in complex numbers chapter. For the time being, remember this point. Look at next. Look at it. Suppose take one simple example. If 3 plus 4i is a root of x square minus ax minus b equal to 0, where a comma b are real numbers, find a comma b. Let us see. So for this equation, one root is given. That means let us say alpha is one root. So what is another root? If this is one root, another root will be 3 minus 4i. Another root will be just plus is there, minus. If minus is given, plus. So therefore sum of the roots, if you write, sum of the roots is nothing but this plus this 6. So from that equation, minus b by a. So that means a value is what? 6. A value is what? 6. If you write alpha into beta, this is nothing but 3 plus 4i into 3 minus 4i. That means 3 square. So this minus 4i square. That means 9 minus 16i square. Actually, imaginary value is what? I is root minus 1. Whenever you got I square, that is it visible? So I square is nothing but minus 1. So I square is nothing but minus 1. Whenever you got I square, you write minus 1. So 9 plus 16, that means 25. So, but product of the roots here is what? C by A, that means minus B. Therefore, B is what? Minus 25. Like that, both roots will be conjugate complex numbers. Look at, suppose next point is roots will be real numbers. లేదమ్మా దిస్ ఇంటూ దిస్ అంటే a ప్లస్ బి ఇంటూ a మైనస్ బి అంటే ఏంటి ఐ స్క్వేర్ అంటే -1 ఐ స్క్వేర్ బదులు -1 పెట్టు అర్థమైంది కదా రూట్స్ విల్ బి ఐ స్క్వేర్ అంటే ఇమాజినరీ నెంబర్ అమ్మా ఐ అంటే √(-1) అన్నమాట దీని స్క్వేర్ ఇమాజినరీ నెంబర్ స్క్వేర్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా -1 అవుతుంది అన్నమాట ఓకేనా రూట్స్ విల్ బి రియల్ నెంబర్స్ ఇఫ్ డిస్క్రిమినేట్ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అంటే రియల్ నెంబర్స్ అసలు ఎప్పుడు అవుతాయి మనకి ఆ రూట్స్ రియల్ అండ్ డిస్టింక్ట్ కావచ్చు లేకపోతే రియల్ అండ్ ఈక్వల్ కావచ్చు అంటే d గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 అయినా రియల్ నెంబర్స్ అవుతాయి రియల్ అండ్ డిస్టింక్ట్ అవుతాయి d ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అయినా మనకి రెండు ఈక్వల్ రూట్స్ ఉంటాయి అంటే రూట్స్ ఎప్పుడు రియల్ నెంబర్స్ అవుతాయి d will be either greater than or equal to 0 that means b ఎప్పుడైనా రూట్స్ రియల్ అని ఇచ్చినప్పుడు రెండు రాయాలి d గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 0 రాయాలి d ఈక్వల్ టు 0 రాయాలి ఇప్పుడు మనం డిస్కస్ చేసింది ఏంటంటే ఏబిసి ఆర్ రియల్ నెంబర్స్ సపోజ్ ఒక క్వాడ్రాటిక్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఉంది చూడండి ఒకసారి one quadratic equation is there now in this particular case a comma b comma c are rational numbers అంటే రియల్ నెంబర్స్ అంటే అవి ఇర్రేషనల్ అయినా కావచ్చు సపోజ్ ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ లెట్ us say particularly a b c are rational numbers అంటే రేషనల్ నెంబర్స్ మీన్స్ ఇంటీజర్స్ ఆల్సో either integers or what integers are also rational numbers either integers or rational number అంటే rational numbers means in that integers will also come so now what are the roots then if you observe this minus b plus or minus root d divided by 2a if you observe here now minus b this is a rational number and 2a if a is a rational number denominator 2a is rational number minus b is also rational number whether this ratio is rational or not that depends on √1 if square root is perfect square then what it will become it will become rational then the roots will be what rational if square root is not perfect square then roots will be what they won't be rational they will be irrational that means first case look at if d greater than 0 if d greater than 0 and d is perfect square that means perfect square means root will be eliminated suppose it's like here in the root 2/3 whole square 2/3 whole square means what there won't be any root so root will not be there then ratio will become what rational number then if d greater than 0 and d is perfect square then I will give an example roots are rational and distinct now you can particularly say roots are rational and distinct if it is perfect square suppose take an example 2x square suppose take one example find the discriminant what you will get b square minus 4ac means how much 4 into 2 into minus 6 how much 48 this is 49 this is perfect square d is positive here and is perfect square that means roots will be rational and distinct if you solve you will get an idea. Minus 1 plus or minus, here you are getting 7 square divided by 2a, that means 4. That means this root will be perfect square, means you will get rational number outside. That means one root is nothing but 6 by 4, one root is 3 by 2. If you take another root, minus 1, minus 7, minus 8 by 4. Now look at these roots are what? This is rational number and this is also rational number. Two different rational numbers. That means roots are what? Rational and distinct. Especially if these three are rational numbers and discriminant is a perfect square, then you can say that roots are rational and distinct. So second case, suppose discriminant is positive only and discriminant is not a perfect square. Discriminant is not a perfect square. Then roots are irrational. Roots are irrational. In this case, if x plus root y is one root, then x minus root y will be another root. So if it is not a perfect square, take one example. Suppose take one simple example. Suppose take this example. So find the discriminant. Discriminant means what? B square minus 4ac. 5. This is not a perfect square. This is not a perfect square. If you solve, what happens is minus 1 plus or minus root 5 by 2. Minus 1 plus or minus root 5 divided by 2. That means minus 1 by 2 plus root 5 by 2 is 1 root. Minus 1 by 2 minus root 5 by 2. Look at here. This is x plus root y. This is x minus root y. That means instead of plus, if you write minus, you will get another root. So in this case, these are called conjugate surds. That means if plus is one root, minus will be another root. In this case, discriminant will not be a perfect square. In this case, suppose roots will be rational and equal. Rational. A అనేది ఒక్క రూటే ఉంటుంది. అప్పుడు రేషనల్ అండ్ ఈక్వల్. ఈ కేసులో if d less than 0, suppose if d less than 0, then general గానే roots imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. So ఇందులో what is important is first two cases. Roots will be rational if discriminant is a perfect square. Roots will be irrational if discriminant is not a perfect square. So those two cases are important in the problems. Look at, we will discuss some problems on these concepts. Suppose take one problem. Whenever he is asking nature of the roots, find discriminant. Suppose one problem you take. If A not equal to B not equal to C, then roots of and A, B, C are real numbers. A, B, C are real numbers. Then the roots of, take one equation, x minus b plus x minus b into x minus c plus x minus c into x minus a or dash. That means you have to discuss about nature of the roots. That means either real and distinct or real and equal or imaginary, like that. Look it. So I am multiplying this x square, what I will get, minus of x terms a plus b into x plus ab, first expansion. This if you multiply, you will get x square minus of b plus c into x plus bc. This if you expand, plus ac equal to 0. So you write this in the form ax square plus bx plus c. That means 3x square. X if you take common, minus of this plus this plus this. What you will get? Here a 2a, that means minus 2 into 2a plus 2b plus 2c you will get into x. So plus constant term ab plus bc plus ca equal to 0. So now you have this equation is nothing but this equation. If you have to discuss about nature of the roots, means you have to find discriminant. Find discriminant. Discriminant is b square. B square means this is the one. Minus 2 into this is there, that is b. B square minus 4ac, that means 4 into 3, 12 into AB plus BC plus CA. That means if you take 4 common, minus 3AB minus 3BC minus 3CA. Now, so that means 4 into, if you expand this, A square plus B square plus C square minus 2AB minus 3AB minus AB minus BC minus CA you will get. Look at here. So this expression, whenever you will get this expression, number of times you will get. How can this expression be written? Tell me. Do you have any idea? This expression is equivalent to, remember this one, number of times you will get, half into a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square. Look at, this is equivalent to this. Look at, if you expand this, what you will get? A square, 2a square, b square, 2b square, c square, 2c square, minus 2ab, minus 2bc, minus 2ac. 2 if you take common, then 2 will get cancelled. This is the one. That means here, this is equivalent to, you write like this, half into a minus b whole square. This is discriminant. This is discriminant. Whole square plus c minus a whole square. That means 2 ones, 2 2s. Now look at discriminant you got like this. Now tell me whether it is positive or negative. Answer me. Okay, this is perfect square, this is perfect square, this is perfect square. It can be positive. Can it be 0? Can it be 0? Can it be 0? When it will be 0, this must be 0, A equal to B. This must be 0, this must be 0. But given that in the question, A not equal to B not equal to C, that means there is no possibility that it will be 0. So discriminant greater than 0. That means what is the nature of the roots then? Roots of the equation are real and distinct. Just whenever the equation is given, a simple concept is find discriminant, and then conditions are there. Whatever you will get, that will be the answer. Here, discriminant greater than 0. This will have real and distinct roots. Take another application. Find take this problem. Find the positive. Find the positive integer values. Integer values of alpha for which the roots of the equation 6x square minus 11x plus alpha equal to 0 are rational numbers. Okay, you have to find positive integer values of alpha. That means alpha is given positive integer. Alpha belongs to capital N, and also given that these roots are what? Rational numbers. So when they will be rational numbers, because this is rational number, this is rational number, this is rational number. Tell the condition when it will be rational roots. D must be perfect square, right? D must be what? Perfect square. This is the condition. D must be perfect square. Let us start from D itself. D is nothing but how much? Tell me. 121. 121 minus 24 alpha, right? 24 alpha. Now this must be perfect square and positive. Perfect square and what? Positive. That means now number 1, suppose let us say alpha equal to 1. You have to find alpha. Alpha equal to 1. D is what? Tell me. Well, 20 for how much? 97. Is this perfect square? No. For this, roots will not be rational. Number 2. Alpha equal to 2. Tell me discriminant is what? 121 minus 48. How much? Tell me. 70. 73. Is this perfect square? No. So let us try alpha equal to 3. Alpha equal to 3. How much? Tell me. Answer to sharp. 121 minus 72. 49. This is perfect square. This is perfect square or not? So that means for alpha equal to 3, roots of these are what? Rational. So this is correct. Fourth case, let us take alpha equal to 4. Alpha equal to 4. Tell me. Alpha equal to 4 means how much? 25. Is this a perfect square? Right. So in this case, roots also will be what? Rational. So next, suppose alpha equal to 5. Tell me alpha equal to 5. Discriminant is what? How much? 1. This is 1 square, perfect square. Next case, if you take alpha equal to 6, tell me minus 23. This case is not possible at all because in this case it will be what? Imaginary. Alpha equal to 6, roots will be imaginary. Alpha equal to 7 also imaginary. Correct or not? So that means from alpha equal to 6 onwards, roots will be what? Imaginary. So what are the possible values of alpha? Tell me. What is the answer now? What is the answer? So alpha is nothing but 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. That is the answer. Understood? Whenever roots are rational given, take this. You have to find alpha such that this is a perfect square. Alpha is positive integer given. That's why 1, 2, 3 substituted. Because for 6 it is negative. Afterwards there won't be any value. So in 1 to 6 only it will be. Now look at. Look at next. Suppose, look at the roots of, this is the case very important for IIT. The roots of, suppose let us say ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where given that a, b, c are integers, any integers, and a not equal to 0. Now given that they are integers, the equation must have integer roots. Suppose he asked like this, must have integer roots. Integer roots only. Then let us analyze when it will have integer roots. Suppose if you are solving, you will get minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now look at here, minus b is an integer, b is an integer, minus b is an integer, 2a is an integer. Here this and this is integer. So now definitely the necessary condition is this root must be perfect square. That means this discriminant, whatever it is there, that must be perfect square. Look at b square minus 4ac is an integer or not? Tell me the answer. If a, b, c are integers, what about b square minus 4ac? Tell me whether it is an integer or not. Integer only. But to have integer roots, this must be perfect square of an integer. Correct or not? First step is discriminant must be perfect square of an integer, where lambda is an integer. Lambda is an integer. Correct or not? First necessary step this is. Then what you will get the roots? Is this sufficient? If this is perfect square, is this sufficient? Minus b plus or minus, write lambda here, divided by 2a. I got two roots divided by 2a minus b minus lambda divided by 2a. Now can you tell this is integer, this is integer? Tell me. This is one integer, this is one integer. This is one integer. Is there integers? Can you definitely tell me that they are integers? They are rational, you can say, but if they are integers, then minus b plus lambda must be multiple of 2a. Correct or not? Here above 4 is there, amma. Here above 4 is there. Below 3 is there. They are integer. That is integer. No, no. Look at. If you are, if this you have calculated, you got like this. Root is integer. No, right? Similarly, suppose you calculated this, you got something like 5 by 2. Is this integer? No. But when it is integer, if you got like, suppose if you got like, I am giving example, 4 by 2, if you got like 6 by 3, look at, if this cancels with this, then definitely integer. That means it discriminant must be perfect square, and this is first condition, and second condition is minus b plus or minus lambda must be definitely multiple of a, multiple of 2a, correct or not? If this is perfect square, roots will come like this. If these both are multiples of 2a, like this it will cancel, they are integers, na? Understood? Understood? Clear? That means if we give the problem like it has integer roots, first necessary condition is what? You have to find discriminant, and that must be perfect square of an integer like this. Look at this, must be perfect square of an integer, and then second condition is that minus b plus or minus lambda must be multiple of, must be divisible by 2a. If these both happens, then roots will be integers. Understood? We will solve a problem, then you will get clear idea. Look at, let us have one problem. Find the integer values. Take one problem. Find the integer values of a for which the equation 4x square plus 8x minus a square minus 4a plus 5 equal to 0 will have integer roots only. So that means this equation must have integer roots, and also given a is also positive integer. A is also positive integer. That means a given, a is integer, not positive. Find the integer values means a is integer, right? So now this equation is given. Look at, first step is we will solve the roots as it is. We will solve the roots as it is. Solve this. So minus 8 minus b plus or minus, listen carefully. If any doubt, raise your doubt. 64. So minus 4 into minus a square minus 4a plus 5 divided by 2 into 4, 8. Just directly solve this. So now x is nothing but minus 8. So this, so 16 is there, 16 common, plus or minus 16 common means 4 will come outside. Root of this is 4, this is 4, this 16 I have taken common, minus, multiply with minus, plus a square plus 4a minus 5 divided by 8 divided by 8. So x is nothing but I am cancelling 4 minus 2 plus or minus root of a square plus 4a minus 1 divided by 2. Now this is x you got. Now look at these x has to be integer means definitely first condition is number 1. First condition you have to take is a square plus 4a minus 1 you take it as lambda square. You take it as lambda square. That means roots you will get it as minus 2 plus or minus lambda by 2. Right? You take first this as perfect square where lambda is integer. Lambda is integer. That must be perfect square of an integer. Lambda, look at a is an integer means a square is an integer, 4a is an integer, minus 1 is an integer. This will be integer. That must be perfect square of an integer. This now look at you have to find a means you convert this to perfect square. What I am doing is look at a square plus 4a plus 4 minus 4 minus 1. I am writing like this. Plus 4 minus 4 I have done. So this is nothing but a plus 2 whole square minus 5 equal to lambda square. Now this lambda square this side and constant that side you take. A plus 2 whole square minus lambda square equal to 5. Lambda square equal to 5. Always bring that side constant. Now I want to write a square minus b square for that. A square minus b square is nothing but a plus 2 plus lambda into a plus 2 minus lambda equal to 5. Now answer me. A is an integer, lambda is an integer, Now what about a plus 2 plus lambda then? Is it integer or not? Answer me. In the question given a is an integer, lambda you know integer. So this is also z. What about a plus 2 minus lambda? Is this integer or not? If these three are integer, then integer only. That means left hand side is nothing but product of two integers are there. Left hand side is nothing but product of two integers are there. How can you write 5 as product of two integers? Tell me. How can you write 5 as product of two integers? Tell me how. You can write either 5 into 1, correct? Number 2, you can write 1 into 5 also, right? Number 3, minus 5 into minus 1 you can write. Number 4, minus 1 into minus 5 you can write. Is there any other possibility? Right. First case. If this is 5 into 1, that means this must be 5, this must be 1. A plus 2 plus lambda equal to 5. First case. A plus 2 minus lambda equal to 1. One case. If we add these two, 2a plus 4 is what? 6. 2a is nothing but 2. A equal to 1. A equal to 1. Correct? So second case if you take a plus 2 lambda is 1. A plus 2 minus lambda is 5. If we add again same case you will get 2a plus 4 equal to 6. A is again 1 you are getting. Same you are getting. So third case if you take a plus 2 plus lambda equal to minus 5. A plus 2 minus lambda equal to minus 1. Add these two. 2a plus 2 equal to minus 6. 2a equal to minus 8. A is what? Minus 4. So fourth case if you take a plus 2 plus lambda is minus 1. A plus 2 minus lambda is minus 5. Let us say add these two, same value you will get. minus 6, A is minus 4. So what are the values possible? One is A equal to 1 and another one is A equal to minus 4 and another one is A equal to minus 4. Let us see. 2A plus, wait, 4. Right. A is minus 5. A is minus 5. Correct? Right? So now look at x value is what actually x value is this. Look at minus 2. X value is actually this. Look at just what we have applied. Only this is a perfect square. If this is a perfect square, not necessary that ratio is integer. We have to check value. Huh? 2a equal to minus 10, a equal to minus 5. Where you are? 2a is what? Minus 10, na? Good. Minus 5. Look at what we have applied, Amma. This is a perfect square only, right? The values you got here, this is a perfect square. But to have integer roots, this ratio must be integer. Let us substitute a equal to 1 and check the roots. What you will get? Minus 2 plus or minus. Under root, what you will get if a equal to 1? Tell me. 1 plus 4 minus 1 divided by 2. So minus 2 plus or minus 2 divided by 2. In this case, x what you got? Plus taken means 0, minus taken means what? Minus 2. That means for a equal to 1, this ratio is what? Integer. That means integer roots will be there. So a equal to 1 is correct. Let us say a equal to minus 5. A equal to minus 5, let us say, tell me. Minus 2 plus or minus. If it is minus 5, what you will get? Tell me. This is 25 minus 20 minus 1 root 4 divided by 2. That means what are the roots you are getting? 0 comma minus 2 integers. Therefore, what are the values for which roots are integers? A equal to minus 5. A equal to 1, A equal to minus 5. Understood? Because you got here A equal to 1, A equal to minus 5, of course. But if you substitute here, if you find the ratio, in some cases it may not be integer. Because this whatever you got, that is divisible by 2. That's why integers. If it is not divisible by 2, that case, roots won't be integers. That's why after getting A values, you have to check whether this value is divisible by 2 or not. Understood? Any doubt? Note down. Take another problem, note down. త్రీ అయిందా? ఓకే ఓకే, ఇది నోట్ చేసుకోండి ఇంకా నోట్ చేసుకొని క్విట్ అవ్వండి.